Another comic haul video, this time from OfferUp. For those of you who don't know, it's similar to Craigslist. I was on there around a month ago looking for comics, and I found one ad for, I think it said, she didn't say how many comics are in the ad, but it just showed them kind of sprawled out in one picture, kind of, not a very good pick. It's kind of hard to see what was included. I saw some action, some GI Combat, there's some old X-Men, Spider-Man, Iron Man, Defenders. Look like mostly Copper Age. There's some Bronze Age stuff. And so I thought, okay, there's some stuff in there I'm interested in. So I shot her a message. How many are included? Oh, she wanted $50 for them. She replied, there's at least 200. So I thought, okay, well, let's see. I can haggle a little bit. So I offered her 40, and she said, okay. So we set it up to meet it. It's just to get this done about 2.5 weeks ago. And I couldn't drive out there because my car right now has expired tags. I'm trying to get the title was lost, and I'm trying to get it replaced, and that I'll take care of. She said she doesn't have transportation, so I thought, okay, well, shoot. It's not that far from where I live, so I told her how close I was, and said, I'll meet you at so-and-so point, and this was on a Sunday evening. In January. And yeah, I think I left around 9:30. So I walked up there. I was going to meet her. Okay, I took a tub. I thought, yeah, okay, I really do want these bad enough that I'm going to try to carry 200 comics home by myself. I don't know. Oh my goodness, yeah, it's quite a bit more heavy than I thought. Anyway, so I had my phone. I kept texting her. I said, I'm here, I'm waiting. And we were just going to meet at this parking lot at this high school. And I looked and I didn't see anybody there. There was one car parked, but nobody was in there. So I kept looking. So then I left there and I walked over to the corner of the intersection. I kept on looking over there and nobody was there. I thought, okay. Go ahead and go across the street over to 7-Eleven. I stood there for a while. Anyway, she never showed up, and I waited frickin' I don't know how long. So I was kind of pissed about that. I sent her a text. And she said, well, I'm sorry. I got home, there was a text. I'm sorry I didn't know you were waiting. I thought, I sent you. I don't know how many texts telling you I was there. So then after that, I decided, okay, what condition are these comics in? Because some of them look like they had kind of that roll to them. Spine roll. And I don't know. She seemed like she didn't really she didn't really understand the great comic rating condition, or she was afraid to say that they weren't in the best shape because she thought she might lose the sale. So I told her I don't buy comics that are in poor condition because it's no good to me. And then she got kind of pissy. It's something like sent me a message back saying something like, well, I never intended to sell them to you in the first place. I'm like, you asshole. If it worked out that I was going to pay you, you said you'd accept 40. So some time went by. And anyway, I finally got a hold of her. The past few days, I was messaging her back saying, all right. Because at first, I was thinking, well, let's see. Can I take a look at them? Maybe I don't want to buy all of them, because what if I get a bunch that don't interest me, but still I'm getting them for 20 cents a piece, so I finally decided, oh, the hell with it. Okay, I'll give you $40, like originally. I'll give you $40 for the whole thing. No reply. Next day, you still got the comics? I definitely want them. I'll give you $40. Still no reply. Hey, you still got the comics? I want them all. I'll give you $40. When can we meet? So I finally heard from her today. And when are we going to do this? We finally got it straightened out. I got them tonight. So after close to 4 weeks, finally got the damn stupid things. And I counted, and if I did my math She wasn't quite right. I counted 193 total. And her boyfriend or husband, whoever, brought them here. And you know, you look at the top. I can see the ones on top where there was an issue of X-Men I remembered, and my brother having. And then I saw some kind of Marvel superheroes thing I'll show you in a moment. I noticed he had a Conan Saga stuck in there. I thought, oh, that's cool. I got old black and white magazines. So this first stack is what I'm keeping for myself. We've got Savage Sword of Conan, issue 200. I have a few issues of these, some old issues. Always has good, great black and white art. This story looks kind of interesting because it looks like some of it I can't tell it's supposed to be in present day. I mean, I've only just looked through it a little bit. It just says on the cover, the most offbeat Conan story ever, Barbarians of the Border. And this one here, this originally, I just set it aside. I thought, oh, I'll get rid of that. Then I looked at it. I looked on the cover and saw it has Eagle, the Living Planet, and I always liked that character. We've got Fantastic Four. This is issue 235. Next up, because of that cover, I'm keeping that. You got, who is that? Infinity there. Galactus, of course. Galactus, probably my favorite Marvel villain. That's Silver Surfer issue 10. Like I said, a lot of these, I noticed quite a few of these in the pick for the ad. GI Combat, issue 229. Another one was run by the Spine rule. Right here. That's better. I'll take that over a missing cover, you know, a cover that's all torn up. Action Comics, issue 537. Another Action Comics, 517. Another Action Comics, 562. Another Action Comics, 541. Detective Comics. This is a pretty cool cover. Yeah, surprising. I think out of all of them, I only saw this and one other Batman comic. They've got Detective Comics issue 585. I'd say most of these comics look like there's some in here that are very good, but most of them are, I say good to, unfortunately, some are pretty shitty condition. And here we got GI Combat 255. You can see there's part of a cover missing right there. You know, like I said, I mean, these are 20 cents each. I think I didn't do too bad. Conan the Barbarian. He got a lot of Conans in here. This one I decided to keep just because it's one of those. They did this a lot of their comics. The border was all like this with the different Marvel characters, so that's cool. I'll keep that one. New Adventures of Superboy, issue 29. Got some damage right there with the cover. Secret Wars 2, issue 8. This is the only Secret Wars comic that was included. Yeah, I never have read this story, but I can't remember when it was going on. Another GI Combat, issue 237. GI Combat again, issue 231. Certainly not one of my favorite titles, but I still like old war comics. Weird War Tales is better. I like Sergeant Rock. Let me look through this again here. What is that? Looks that might be Mike Grail artwork in there. I can't tell. I can't tell who that is, but I don't think it's Mike Grail. Anyway, this one I noticed in that pick again. The only issue of Defenders that was included. I was kind of surprised. I didn't realize I still pick it up. Dracula. It's pretty badass. Issue 208, issue 95. Tales of the Legion of Superheroes. Legion of Superheroes is there was some back in the 80s, around 82 or 83 or so. This was probably my favorite comic. Maybe not this. I mean, not Tales of Legion of Superheroes, but Legion of Superheroes. I thought I'll keep that one. This is where I was at. Legion of Superheroes 305. Yeah, by this point I was no longer buying it. I think that the last issue I had was around, I don't know, I can remember the Dark Seed. Dark Seed Saga is always called. Then I bought issue 300, the anniversary issue. They even have some more of these. Superman Family. Issue 206, always like this. You got several stories in one comic. There's something on the back, I'm not sure what the hell that's about. Superboy meets Clark Kent. Nice to find these included. I didn't know there was going to have any of these. Jonah Hex. Issue 35. This might be the oldest comic that was included. 40 cents. So it's about 79 or 1980. Yeah, 1980. Jonah Hex. Issue 45. Jonah Hex, issue 79. I don't know when the last issue of this was. Another Jonah Hex, issue 55. Marvel 2-in-1. I like that title. That's cool. This is the end. So I wonder if this is actually. This might be the final issue of the series, issue 100. The Thing, and this one he's teamed up with Ben Grimm. Red, looks like Red Skull's in here. Jack Kirby artwork, I think. Trying to find that page where it says who wrote it, who drew it. Oh hell, I don't know. Another Marvel 2-in-1. Thing and Quasar. And here he is again in his own series. Never read any of these. Thing, issue 20. Thing, issue 2. The Thing, issue 8. Another GI Combat. I got more of these in here than I thought I did. Issue 223. Fantastic Four, another one of these. I was talking about that Conan. There's another one with the cover for that. This is an anniversary issue. It looks like, or for some reason, it's double sized. Issue 296. I just liked Thing is disguising. He's wearing a trench coat. He always wears a trench coat and that hat. Now, is he doing that because he's trying to be in disguise, incognito? He doesn't want to be recognized because, hey, it's Thing. Or is he still ashamed of how he looks? I don't know. Anyway, another Action Comics issue 524. Clark Kent attacking Superman. I particularly enjoy the 80s and 70s Superman stories more than I do the more recent stuff. One reason, probably the artwork. Yeah, Kurt Swan. Kurt Swan, great penciler. Another Action Comics, issue 555. Back when Supergirl was wearing a headband. Celebrating the anniversary of Supergirl's debut in Action Comics. Another Action Comics. Issue 567. Before he did the, who was it? John Byrne came along and did the a Man of Steel series, which I didn't care for. About the first issue. What the hell is this stuff? This issue has Adolf Hitler in it. What the hell? Action Comics. 516. Superman showdown with Vandal Savage millions of years in the past. That was cool. I remember seeing this advertised, or it was on the racks in local comic shop when it first came out. Tales of Legion of Superheroes. I see. It was Legion of Superheroes, and I guess now they changed the title of Tales of Legion of Superheroes. I think that's what happened. Well, that's issue 326. I always like this character. I think he's called Wildfire. Dawnstar. Probably my favorite female member of Legion of Superheroes. It's like Timberwolf, Chameleon Boy, Mon-El, Giant. Was it Giant Boy or Giant Lad? I haven't read Legion of Superheroes since forever. And Secret Origins, and this one has... Okay. At first I was going to pass on it and instead of decide for what... I thought, oh, alright, it'll be interesting to see how Legion of Superheroes formed. Excuse me, and it's also got the Atom. Original Atom. Kind of looks like a wrestler. He's got the cape and the mask and the boots. Holy hell, another GI Combat. This one's pretty... Yeah, part of the cover's missing, but still, I can still read it. Issue 226. I mean, you probably... You know, if I had found these at a thrift store, they'd probably want more than 20 cents. Then again, I don't know. I might have been able to offer them say, hey, tell them, hey, you got that bin of comics? Would you take $40 for the whole thing? And either they'd say yeah, or they'd tell me they got lost. I don't know. The Adventures of Superman, 426. Some kind of weird stuff in the future. Looks like he's, oh, man, I don't know. I hope these old comics aren't making me sick. Here's these on like something to do with the New Gods. That's cool. Another Action Comics. Issue 513. Instead of thing appearing on the top. 8 more Thrill Pack pages. This is recently when I remember. That's around the time when they went from 40 cents to 50 cents a piece. All you younglings watching this, yeah, there was a time when you could buy a brand new comic for 40 cents and then 50 cents. And what do they cost today? Holy shit. Oh, there's Brainiac. Action Comics, issue 528. Yeah, I knew that I was getting quite a bit of Action Comics in there. That's one reason I was interested in these. Another GI Combat 265. What would happen there? Usually on the back of these, they have some kind of info on a certain kind of weapon or artillery or something. The GI Combat 251. One of my favorite DC characters. When I was a kid, all I knew was like superhero comics. Well, I remember I had seen ads for stuff like House of Mystery, House of Secrets. But one time I went to the local Venture and there was an issue of Sergeant Rock. He was just standing there on the cover and holding a machine gun. Joe Kubert cover. I was like, that looks cool. So for quite a long time, I was a big Sergeant Rock fan. So noticed that, but yeah, I'm definitely keeping that. And that looks like that might be Jeb, what's his name, from Haunted Tank, I think. One of them. Is that one of the Metal Man, or is that what it's called? Robot Commando, or something or other? I don't know. Okay, anyway, getting back to this. And last one for the in that stack of the ones I'm keeping, we've got Action Comics 534. Okay, so yeah. all of these. Those are the ones I'm keeping. And I'll come back later and go through the rest of them.